This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2007 Dodge Ram 1500. That's a half ton. It's a 3.7 liter 6-cylinder V6. It's automatic, has 41,000 miles. It's basically a work truck, but a nice one. It's got tilt and cruise and CD, which is a little bit more than your average work truck has. Has low miles. They tried to hide it by putting Ram 2500 on the door. So we took the 2500 part off at the detail shop. I'm not really sure how they thought it was going to be a 3/4 ton truck, but apparently they thought that would fool the cops. Anyway, the paint and body for a little 6-cylinder work truck is excellent. Front tires are probably 20% tread, and the rear tires look really chunked up and they need to be replaced. If you need to do it through us to drive it home to your state or to Phoenix or wherever, any long distance, you're going to need some tires, at least for the rear. You can call Discount Tires, Thomas at the Broadway and Camino Seco branch. Go to discounttires.com, find the tire you want for this thing. Call Thomas. He'll use our tax number, so you don't pay taxes. You'll get a little bit of a discount on the tires, probably 5 or 10%. He'll arrange for them to get on your truck before you get here. So you save a little bit of money and you're ready to go. Here's the passenger front tire. Here's where they had the 2500 emblem next to the Ram. I thought that was interesting. We should have probably taken everything off the doors, but we didn't. I don't know why. Anyway, it's got little dings and stuff on the door. They're just scratches. A little bit of touch-up paint would have made those go away. But I don't imagine that whoever buys this truck is going to be going for the cosmetic angle. Very few dings in it, just some little scratches, whatever. That's the rear tire. You can see that's not in very good shape. Top of the bed. Very few dings in this truck, which is interesting. Mostly just little scratches here and there. They stole the tailgate lip cover, which is like the most common thing to steal. That and the tailgate handle, which happens to be here. For some reason they left that alone. Obviously whoever owned it before used it to work with. And they kept most of their mess inside the bed. The bumper looks great, which is unusual. Like I said, for a 6-cylinder work truck, you know, as far as work trucks go, I would put the condition of this one on a 1 to 10 at about a 9. Usually they're just hammered, and this one's not. And it runs great. And these tires are hammered, though. The rear tires are really bad. See that? They're really chunked up. I think the insurance company probably stole the wheels off it, and the insurance company put those on. It's being sold on a salvage title due to theft. It was a theft recovery. I see a little ding right here. It was an insurance theft recovery. And let me open the hood for you. Most of the time they won't give them a clean title, even if they're brand new Lamborghinis. They just do not want the liability of the next guy getting it, finding out that Allstate or State Farm or Geico owned it. They run a stoplight and blame the car instead of bad driving, and there you go. So this is their way of getting away from ever being sued. This is a Mopar stamp right here. So you got the factory fenders. There's the hood stamp. You got the factory hood. Everything's factory. This truck is absolutely not wrecked. It is totaled in a salvage title due to theft. There's 2 ways to get a salvage title. 9 out of 10 times it's because you're wrecked or you got a fire or whatever, but 1 out of 10 times it's because they're stolen. That's what we do. We find the stolen vehicles all over the country. There's your Mopar stamp there. We did put a new battery in it. You can hear it run. Been running for, I don't know, about an hour. Super clean interior. Door panels are all there. If this was the foreman's truck, I would say, because I don't think that this thing got the heavy-duty use that most of these things get. The seats are kind of wet still. We just got it out of detail. They're kind of damp. So I got to put something down to sit on. or I'm going to be very, very wet. Alright, anyway, there's that. It's a nice little truck. Gosh, if I needed something to tool around in and move parts or do some light handyman work, I would do this. There's your center console, your passenger seat, door panel. It just looks really, really good. One thing I did notice, we have a stereo that has power but no noise. Ugh. But I'm guessing that's because they probably stole the speakers out of the door. So assume you need to go buy a couple $50 speakers, or they unplugged it. But it looks like you've got a functional deck here with no noise coming out of it. So that's what you got. Let's see, we have air conditioning. There's your air, and it's blowing really nice and cool, which is great. You got cup holders down here. Turn that down. There's your miles, 41,144. If you'll notice, on the outside of the ring, you've got kilometers. A lot of times when they steal them, they take them down to Mexico. Apparently they really like this one because they wanted to make it their own with the 2,500 emblems and with this cluster. If you want us to change it to where the miles are on the outside, so you can see the miles on the inside here, and it works perfectly. And that is miles, 41,000 miles. We already checked that out. So it's recording miles, but they did this for their highways down there. So if you want to switch this cluster, it's $300. I don't think it's worth it, but you know, we could do that for you. Just add that to the price of the deal, and we'll get a cluster and do it. Let me take you on a quick ride here. Let me show you. There's your cruise control, on and off. You've got your tow haul, overdrive off, and then back to basics. And then you've got your tilt wheel. Like I said, it's kind of a rare vehicle to have it loaded up like this. I don't think I've ever seen that before. To have a work truck that, you know, most work trucks have vinyl floors, no tilt, no cruise, you know, AM radio only. But this one, they didn't. They gave it a little bit more. And even with these really funky tires on the rear, it has a very nice ride. There's no vibrations. I mean, I can only imagine what it would do on a real set of tires. Very smooth ride. No stress. Let me take it down the road here real quick and show you it accelerate. And then that'll be that. Beautiful day in Tucson. It's like, there you go. Perfect. I'm jamming on the gas there to get it to shift hard, and it took it just fine. And let me turn it around here. It's a beautiful day. It's probably 75. It's noon, early February. This is what we like to do here. Have this weather. Fishing, probably. Maybe a little golf this weekend. I'll just drive it normally. Just driving it as we normally drive it. Perfect. Anyway, it's a really nice truck. Zero stress level here. It's exactly what we're telling you it is. Not wrecked. 41,000 miles. Kilometer cluster. Needs at least rear tires, maybe front tires also. Just depends on what you want to do. That's it. Great truck. Thank you.